Speaking to Mponawa, who's head of the Department of Economic Development. Mpo, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, looking at some of the engagements MEC Lebogang had today, what is the common thread there is that the compliance was a big factor in how people are running their businesses, and perhaps a lack of knowledge on some of the steps that one needs to take in so far as getting a business compliant. Talk to us a little bit about some of your findings as the observation took place.
No, thank you very much and good evening. I think the intention for us is to really make sure that our people have access to government grants and government support. So the first thing that we thought today we should do is also to bring them closer to government and for them to stop illegality. There's one. So the whole mission today effectively was about opening and ensuring that people have access to government support and training, quality funding. So that was the biggest issue that we thought we should take the community. So as we say, part is that you can only have government access if you are legal and your business is registered, and therefore you also fulfill the requirement of running a proper business.
Let's perhaps break down the factors around compliance, really specifying what we're talking about here. Some of the issues around compliance, of course, would relate around a liquor license. But what would happen to someone, for instance, who's running a food business in terms of adhering and complying?
Well, I think the one issue that we did today is to bring all relevant stakeholders who are government related, i.e. liquor license, consumer affairs, consumer commission, those who determine whether the food produced or the people when they sell food, they're able to check whether the food is fulfilled, is not expired food. Also, the food is properly produced. You would know that there's been an outcry about buying food that is not properly produced, sometimes poisonous. Mm-hmm. So the essence is just to ensure that people fulfill the people who sell food are able to fulfill the necessary standards as given by government. Mm. So consumer affairs looks on those issues, but not only that, they also provide support that you can't sell expired food. So that's the whole issue of bringing all relevant stakeholders to see to that they support entrepreneurs.
I think it was all well and good and certainly encouraging to be out there interacting with people on the ground. But what about accountability for those whose doors were shut when you arrived, and of course, indicating that there may be something to hide? What action are you going to take there?
As indicated, I don't think there is a once-off campaign. I think a lot of people who close their shops are those who are illegal foreigners in the country. And some were found people selling food in the same time, doing hair, doing nails, in the same space, selling cell phones. So there's a lot of things that are not fulfilling properly according to us. So they closed that door. I think they were told, and I think the police have taken a note that there is a need to go back. So the campaign was continuous. But as I told you, the local government must also come on board so that it's a process of ensuring that we comply in all respects. You would perhaps know that now if you hire your house out for selling of illegal things, the police has the responsibility to arrest you as the owner, not even as the person who has hired the property for selling. So there's a more comprehensive way to respond to both illegality but crime in general.
We also know that the township economy is one that cannot be understated. In fact, it's earmarked as one that is shaping South Africa's market landscape. You spoke a lot about, as well as the MEC Lebogang, speaking a lot about giving access to government grants and government support. But of course, that in itself can come with its many challenges, like red tape, like people who may be required to present a business plan. What kind of intervention or perhaps assistance do you have in place for people who may say, I've got a business, I don't know how to put a business plan together, I'm not too sure how the numbers are working. How are you going to assist someone like that who's operating on that level?
Even today, we also invited Jack, Gauteng propeller to be part of the people that are going to provide us support. So we know that they can provide training, we know they can provide financial support, but they also can help you market your business. So if you have necessary paperwork, you have a responsibility to support small business. So those are networks that we think we should be able to help a small business to grow. So government effectively says, regularize yourself, register, be proper, follow the process, so that you can have access to all these services that the government can provide for small business.
Very well. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. That's all we have time for. Mponawa, head of the Department of Economic Development, speaking about some of the interventions that were taken by MEC Lebogang Maile as he went out to try and assist when it comes to compliance, and of course following to see who is to be rooted out for those businesses that are not compliant and of course that need to be shut down.